They say we spend a third of our life sleeping in bed. So naturally, our bedroom is gonna be a place we spend a lot of time. You're not alone if your bedroom starts to look like this, or even like this. So let me show you what I like to do on a weekly basis to keep my bedroom nice and clean. So the first thing on our checklist here is to declutter the bedroom. Now, we've all been there. I know for myself, I like to drink a ton of sparkling water. Usually some of those cans will start to accumulate on my nightstand, along with mail and other papers I brought. I'll set it on my dresser, or even just those random things that you kind of bring into your bedroom and set down. I know for us, the bedroom is kind of just like an area where we just will dump stuff, especially for having guests over, because it's a room that usually no one's going to see and we can close the door. So to start, I like to first just grab a garbage bag and just collect all the garbage that I see and take it out. Then I'll come through with either a laundry basket or even a box and just collect all those cluttered items that are in our bedroom that don't belong there and go put them in their proper place. Usually this takes me about 5 to 10 minutes, and that's because I do it on a weekly basis, and that's the important part. The more you stay on top of it, the less things start to build up and make a bigger mess. I'm not too proud to admit it. The reason I can say that is because I have let it go multiple weeks or months, and my bedroom became a mess, and it was just super overwhelming. So it's really helped me to build the habit of doing this on a weekly basis. That way it doesn't get out of control. Next on the checklist here is to put away clothes. Now, this usually falls into 3 categories in my bedroom. The first being clean laundry that needs to be put away and sometimes folded. The second is that dirty laundry that's kind of on the floor and things that needs to be put in the hamper to be washed. And the third is that area that I feel every bedroom has. Maybe you have the chair of doom at home, or we have this mirror here. It's those clothes that you wore once and they're kind of dirty, but they're not so dirty where they need to be washed, so you don't know quite what to do with them. I just grab a handy dandy hamper, say that 3 times fast, and then I'll just go around the room and pick up all those dirty clothes that I know need to be washed. Then I come over to my clothes pile here, and I got my hamper and my clean laundry, and I'll just start kind of going through these clothes here and deciding what's still clean and what's still dirty. Definitely dirty. And once everything's nice and sorted and folded, I put it away, and at this point, we're making some pretty good progress. Now, if you're wondering where to get this super helpful checklist, it's actually available to all the Clean Squad members over on my Patreon. This is the 4th in our series so far. We've done the bathroom, the kitchen, and even the car, and we're planning on doing many more. So if you want to get your very own, click the link down in the description and join the Clean Squad. Next on our checklist here is to dust all the surfaces. Now this might seem gross, but we actually shed about 1.5 pounds of dead skin cells every year. And as I mentioned, we spend a lot of time in our bedroom, whether that's sleeping or changing clothes, brushing our hair, fluffing up our bed, or if you have pets, all of those things are gonna generate a ton of dust. For this, I like to use just a Swiffer duster and always start at the top of the room and dust your way down to the floor. And always be on the lookout for maybe those less obvious areas like tops of picture frames and door frames and even the headboard of your bed. The nice thing about dusting weekly is it not only will keep your bedroom looking nice and clean, but it can also really help improve the air quality in your room as well. Another thing that's really helped improve the air quality in our bedroom and cut down on dust is just an air purifier. We got this one on Amazon and it's been working great. Next on the checklist here is to wipe down our nightstands and dresser. To do this, I like to start by removing all the items from the nightstand, and then I come through with my all-purpose cleaner. For these, I'm just using about a teaspoon of Dawn dish soap and some warm water, spray down the area, and come through with a 2-towel system. The first towel is to clean, and then the second dry clean microfiber towel is to dry and buff the surface, and this will leave no streaks behind. Now, since all of our homes are going to be different, for the checklist here, I added this little area, your bedroom's needs. And this is just an area that you can customize and add things that you might want to clean during your weekly routine. For instance, my bedroom has 2 mirrors and they do get a little dirty from time to time with fingerprints and things, so I definitely want to make sure I clean those. So I just added them to my bedroom's needs down here. Next on the checklist is to change our bedding. Now, I have yet to meet a person who doesn't love the feeling of fresh, clean sheets. I know I do, especially after you reset your whole room like we're doing today. There is nothing like that first sleep in your fresh, clean bed. So to do this, I remove all the old bedding and replace it with fresh, clean sheets and pillowcases. Now, if necessary, we will swap out the duvet cover and blankets for clean ones. We have dogs, and sometimes they just get a little stinky or they have an accident. But usually we do this about once a month or as needed, definitely not every week. Now this is important because our bedding collects things like sweat, skin cells, and even dust mites over time, so regularly changing your bed ensures a clean and comfortable sleeping environment and will also help your bedroom smell better. The last thing on the checklist is to vacuum. Now this is always a great final step because as mentioned during dusting, we work top down. So we're gonna push all the dust and debris that's in the room to the floor. So by thoroughly vacuuming that up, we make sure to capture it all and leave our room fresh, clean, and spotless. Start to finish, the bedroom checklist usually takes me about 20 to 30 minutes to complete, and I personally like to do it on a Sunday, that way my bedroom's nice and reset for the week to come. Now, by no means do you have to do this all in one day though, you can just take one item a day, and by the end of the week, your bedroom will be nice and clean. And just like that, the checklist is done, and now you know what I like to do on a weekly basis to keep my bedroom nice and clean. Now, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and smash that like button. And I need to give a huge shout out to the Clean Squad members over on Patreon. Thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. If you want to get today's checklist and all the other ones we made, check the link down in the description below, and I'll see you on the next clean.